Bahashim Mashiach Yahushua. Give me the book of Baruch, chapter 4 and 1, and you give me Deuteronomy, chapter 29 and verse 1. We are the Israelites, Salakia. We the Israelites that the Bible speaks of, man. And we waking up. And we out here to wake our people up, man. Bring that out, King.
It's the book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 1. And it reads, this is the book of the commandments of Yahweh.
Right. This is the book of the commandments of Yahweh. This is not a religious book. This book is nothing but laws, statutes, and commandments and the heritage of the Israelites. Read.
And the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life.
Right. All y'all who keep the law, statutes, and commandments, that's what we are designated to do at the end of the day. Keep the Lord's laws, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
And keep the faith in Hamashiach coming back. Read that last part again.
All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die.
Right. It's time to get out of the church. Because the church tell you, we ain't got to keep the commandments of God. Meanwhile, we over here poverty-stricken in the slums. And we don't know why, man, because we don't consider that we the Israelites, and the Israelites went into captivity for breaking the Most High's commandments. Give me that, King.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 29, and verse 1, and it reads, these are the words of the covenant, which the Lord Yahweh commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
To make with who?
To make with the children of Israel.
To make with the children of Israel, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and native Seminole Indians, right? All these other nations took crafty counsel and told us that we was the African Americans. But the Bible tells us something different. They spent trillions and trillions of dollars to keep the fact that you are God's chosen people away from you, right?
That's right.
Read that again.
These are the words of the covenant, which the Lord Yahweh commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
Right. So these are the words of the covenant. This is not the Holy Bible that your Catholic priest who be fondling little boys is reading. He's not reading the right doctrine. He don't have the light. He don't have the light. This is like a holy power like the Wonder Twins.
Right.
When we get this book, the understanding, and we gonna give the sense of what the book say, man. Give me Baruch. Give me you gotta give me Baruch 2 and 35. Cause I just saw a video yesterday of the so-called Jewish man being exiled from Israel.
That's right.
Walking back into Egypt. Read that, King.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 3, or chapter 2 and verse 35.
Bring it up.
It reads, and I will make an everlasting covenant with them to be their God, and they shall be my people, and I will no more drive my people of Israel out of the land that I have given them.
Right, so let's stop right there. He said he's going to be our God and we're going to be his people, and he will no more drive us out of the land.
Right.
But yet and still on what is it, on June 18th, the people is being exiled to the land, and where are they walking into? Egypt. Egypt is symbolic for slavery. The Amalekite man, who is not the real Jew, is walking back into slavery, man. By Hashem Mashiach Yahushua, man. The Lord putting them back in slavery. If you can't read that symbolism, well, I don't know what to tell you, man. The Lord, they're literally making an exodus from the land where the Lord said he would no longer drive the Israelites out from. But yet today in 2025, he pushing them out of the land and sending them to Egypt. That's the closest place they could walk, is to Egypt. Now we can understand this now, right? Don't we see how we exited out of Egypt? They going in.
Right.
They going into captivity. By Hashem Mashiach Yahushua, man. Give me Isaiah 14:1, and we gonna read down, and I want Deuteronomy 30, because these is the things that's about to happen right now, man. This is what's about to happen, man. And these people still sit, look, pan the camera, and because these people still sit pridefully, not thinking that this world is about to be destroyed. Your money is about to disappear. Famine and pestilence is coming. Your neighbor's not going to have food, their kids are going to be crying. So all them little social event hours is going to be like, who we going to cook today? I'm telling you, the seriousness of what the Most High is going to do. Bring that out, King, because we're going to read this and illustrate this again. I bring this out all the time like a broken record because I need to beat it in your head, because this is what needs to happen. And it's time for us to rise up, wake up, repent, keep the law, statutes, and commandments, man, so we can have rulership in the kingdom to come, man. Read.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
For the Lord Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob.
Right, the Lord Yahweh. Yahweh is his name in Paleo Hebrew. Will have mercy on Jacob. Now, Jacob is the 12 tribes of Israel, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Seminole Indians. We make up the 12 tribes of Israel. All of our oppressors have lied to us and gave us different names. Read.
And will yet choose Israel.
Right, the Lord is going to choose Israel, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Seminole Indians in front of all of these nations, man. Read.
And set them in their own land.
Right, so right now, you see Israel being destroyed. The Lord is destroying Israel because he's going to set us back in our own land. You Israelites, wake up. Wake your asses up. The Lord is about to set us back in the land of Israel, and all these other nations going to build the land up. Read.
And the strangers shall be joined with them.
Right, the strangers is going to be joined with the Israelites because they cannot believe that the Lord chose the people that they sanctioned to be at the bottom. Read.
And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
Right. They're going to cleave to us. They're going to say, surely your God is great and we messed up and we need to follow what you're doing because the Lord is dealing with you and your people. Read.
Verse 2. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place.
Right, so all the strangers that's joined with us in the day of wrath, in the day of judgment, because they don't know their left from their right, we're going to take them. We ain't calling no Ubers. You ain't getting no royal escorts. We going to take them. Read.
And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord Yahweh for servants and handmaids.
What? Oh, read that again.
And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord Yahweh for servants and handmaids.
Now, it says that the house of Israel is going to possess the other nations in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. Now, I don't know about y'all, right? But I possess these boots. I run them into the ground.
God.
I shine them up just to go back outside and tear them down again. I could wear this watch. I could give it away to my neighbor and let him use it to the end. This what y'all gonna be, a possession. Read.
Con. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were.
Oh, wait a minute. Now we getting a little specific. So everybody can't say that. It says we're going to take them captive, whose captives we were. Now let's isolate that for a minute. Who the hell is the captive? And who is the captives, man? Let's clear that up right now, because we've been lied to about this book, man. This book is our power. We need to reverence what this book say, because this book is our strength and our Wi-Fi to the Most High Yahweh, man. Read that again, man, that part, man.
And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were.
Right, we're gonna take them captives whose captives we were, right? Hold that for a minute. Get me Luke. Give me Luke 1:68. One of y'all, give me Luke 1:68, right? Cause see, people don't understand what we reading right now in Isaiah is what salvation for the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Seminole Indians is going to look like.
That's right.
You need to put some reference behind the scriptures now. Now it's adding color to the picture, man. Bring that out, King.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 1 and verse 68. And it
Bring
reads,
it out.
Blessed be the Lord Yahweh of Israel, for he hath visited and redeemed his people.
Hold on, stop. It said, blessed be the Lord Yahweh. Blessed be the Lord God of Israel. Not the whole world. We've been tricked. We want to be just like these monks that be oppressing us, man. They not the crib de la crib, man. In this book, they've been reputed as nothing, man. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Seminole Indians, they destroying Israel because we get ready to go back home. That's where we from. And we gonna make all these nations build our land up, man. Just like the scriptures say, man. Read that again, King.
Book of Luke, chapter 1, verse 68. Blessed be the Lord Yahweh of Israel.
Of Israel, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Seminole Indians, we the 12 tribes of Israel. You not Mexican, you not Puerto Rican, you not Guatemalan, I'm not African American. We the Israelites of the Bible. That's why our ass is at the bottom in captivity, because we don't listen to the Lord. Read.
For he hath visited and redeemed his people.
He's gonna redeem us, man. Read. This is what salvation is.
And have raised up an horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David.
Right, so who's that salvation? Who's the horn? Yahweh Shah Mashiach. He's the salvation. That's who's coming to save us, man. Sent directly from the Most High, man, according to the scriptures, man. Keep reading, King.
Verse 70. As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began.
Right.
That we should be saved from our enemies.
Hold on. This is the crux and the meat and potatoes of what salvation is, man. Start that right there. We should be saved.
That we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us.
Right. That's what salvation is, being saved from your enemies and all that hate us. Everybody talking around, all the churches got black people thinking they saved. But they saved for what? You got to go in there and pay tithes. Then you got to go outside, pay this toll, pay that tax, maybe get pulled over, pay that fee. You subject to payments, man.
That's right.
The Lord is about to bring us salvation and save us from all that hate us. We subject to taxation, man. Just think about this, right? If the white man couldn't tax us, right, but we could just work, you think he gonna go for that? No. You think he can't? He just gonna allow us to work and accumulate wealth without taxing us? No, you think you skipping the tax. The tax is a sign of slavery, man. Give me Baruch 3:8, man. It's a sign of slavery, man. Taxation is slavery. Taxation without representation. We being taxed blacks with no representation, man. We've been lied to and told that we Puerto Ricans, Guatemalans, Dominicans, Haitians, African Americans, Mexicans. We ain't none of that. We the 12 tribes of Israel, man. God's chosen people.
That's right.
Bring that out, King.
It's the book of Baruch, chapter 3 and verse 8, and it reads,
Bring it out.
Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity.
Right, we still in captivity, even though you could pop up out at the Strat for camp, or you could be breaking the Sabbath, going in there to roll a couple of dice. We still in our captivity. Keep reading, King.
Where thou hast scattered us.
Right, the Lord scattered us here. We didn't start here. This wasn't our starting point. We didn't start right here. We've been breaking the commandments from way, way back. Before we even knew what a slave ship was, we've been breaking the commandments, man. And it's time for you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Seminole Indians to gather together and start keeping the Lord's Sabbath, for you get destroyed like you see them buildings falling in Israel, man. Keep reading, King.
For a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payment, according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our God.
Right, see? Taxation. You hear it? That's a sign of slavery right there. You getting taxed and you don't even know who taxing you. We can't say who taxing us. We know it's coming from the government. What branch? Who doing it? We don't know nothing. Is Israel a real homegrown slave? Yeah, we keep our head down. Every time they afflict us, we take it, keep our head down, and keep working. But we working for the oppressor. We not working for the Lord, man. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Seminole Indians, man, we gotta stop living like white people, man. The white people in the Bible is the devil. You think that's better in your race? That ain't better in your race. You're starting to look like your oppressor. And the Bible just so calls him the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. Get back to this. So we're going to get back into Isaiah 14. When I'm finished with this, we're going to be at Deuteronomy 30. Bring that out, King.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and verse 2 from the top. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord Yahweh for servants and handmaids.
Right, we're going to possess these other nations in the land of the Lord, which is Israel. They're going to be our servants and handmaids. Ain't no discrepancy about that, man. You know, if you a soft, dainty man, you need to go get some weights, because we going to have your ass in the field. Guarantee it. You and your son don't be in the field. And you better not tell them what to do. Keep reading, King.
And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were.
Right, we going to take all these nations captives, whose captives we were. Because all y'all nations took the Israelites captive, man. Hey, just because it ain't on video, don't mean you ain't do it.
Right.
Just because it ain't go viral don't mean you ain't do it. Ah, that was so long ago. No, you still oppressing us, man. You come in our neighborhoods and bring pork and cigarettes and alcohol, man. All you other nations, y'all all complicit in trying to destroy the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Seminole Indian. We break the Lord's Sabbath day. All we gotta do is stick to this book and stick to the Lord, man. We're gonna be like superheroes, man. I promise you we're gonna be like superheroes, man. Keep reading, King.
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
Right, we gonna rule over y'all, man. Bottom line, man. Look, this is definitive. And I know it's the truth, because just like it said, if we broke the commandments, we was going into slavery. That happened. So all these other curses that ain't come to fruition yet, You can bet your bottom dollar and your neighbor's house on it, man. Read.
Verse 3. And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord Yahweh shall give thee rest from thy sorrow.
Right, he gonna give us rest from these 10-hour, 12-hour shifts, 6-day work weeks, man. He gonna give us rest from everywhere we turn. We facing a microaggression from our oppressors and our enemies, man. Read.
And from thy fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve.
Right, right. You're gonna lose that fear. You know, I'm talking about the embedded fear that we got when we come up here and we tell you, when you come up here and we tell you salvation is only for Israel, and you say, what about the white man? That's gonna be done with. You ain't gonna have that fear no more, man. You ain't gotta worry about your oppressor, man. It's funny right now, but I promise you, we'll put your big ass in chains. You gonna be in fucking chains. You and all your kids. You. Read, King.
Verse 4. That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon.
Right. The king of Babylon right now is Donald Trump. Please don't misconstrue that right now, man. The king of Babylon is Donald Trump at this particular present moment, man. Read.
And say, how have the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased.
Right, we sitting here watching right now. Donald Trump's on the news, stuttering. He can't close a deal. All our allies is turning their backs on us. The great city is ceasing right now. Read that again.
Thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, how hath the oppressor ceased?
Right, the oppressor, this nation America as we know it, is finished. You walk around with your little vapes and you think, and your little lattes and your Merlot, the Lord putting your ass in chains. I promise you, you going in chains the same way we went in chains, man. See it on my face. You going in chains. It ain't gonna be no discrepancy. We not litigating no points. Your ass is getting chained up. Read.
Verse 5. The Lord Yahweh hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers.
Right, right. That rulership and that power, that great military might, the Most High is breaking it down to the very last compound, man. Right now, America don't have no integrity. Nowhere in the world. They kicking the people out from every country. They said, no, y'all gotta go back home and deal with the famine and starvation that's about to be in your neighborhood at a theater near you. All you white men, y'all better get ready. And you better prepare your sons to get ready. Because your asses is in the field. Your asses is going to build Israel again. All you fake-ass Jews, I'm glad y'all walking back into Egypt, man. Get that in Exodus, man, what Egypt mean, man. This is symbolic. They asses is walking, literally walking into Egypt right now, man. We the ones that walked out of Egypt. Recognize the symbolism. We walked out of Israel. We walked out of Egypt into salvation, and the so-called Jewish man, he want to be like us so bad. We'll walk your ass into bondage like we did, man. Read that.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 2 and Exodus chapter 20 and verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
But hold on. He is the Lord thy God, Yahweh, that brought you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Seminole Indians out of captivity in Egypt. Read.
Out of the house of bondage.
Right, so Egypt is not the name of the land, really. It's called Mitzrayim. It's not Egypt. Egypt is a colloquial term that means what?
House of bondage.
Right. So they walking into the house of bondage that we walked out of. They ain't the Jews. The Lord just said in Baruch 2:35, he wasn't going to scatter us no more and push us out of our land. They not the people of the book. It's you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Seminole Indians, man. Keep reading, King. On Isaiah. Go back to Isaiah for me. Start at Deuteronomy 30:1. Because you are the Israelites, man. All you privileged nations, get ready for captivity. Your kids, everybody going into chains. I'm selling little David, and Meredith I'm going to lend her to my nephew. I promise you. Read.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 1, and it reads,
Amen.
And it shall come to pass, when all these things are come upon thee, the blessings and the curses.
Right, so all these things have come upon you Israelites. We had other nations in servitude. We've been ruling the land before. We don't remember, because that was aforetime. But now we dealing with the curses. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Seminole Indians. Y'all not Hispanic. Y'all are Israelites, man. God's chosen people, man. And the Lord telling us to gather together, man. Y'all don't want to gather with us, it's going to be persecution. It's going to be rough, tough times from here on out, man. Read.
Which I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations.
Right. That's what we doing right now. We calling to mind in front of all of these wicked nations the blessing and the curse.
That's right.
That the Lord set before us, man. Only the Israelites, we've been the ones going through the blessing and the curse. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Seminole Indians. I reiterate black, Native Seminole Indians, and Hispanics, because you need to hear it every 20 seconds. Why? Because you think that you're nothing. You want to look like your oppressor. You want to advance in your oppressor system. But guess what? The system wasn't made for you to advance, man. Read.
Which I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations.
Right, that's what we doing.
Whether the Lord thy God has driven thee.
Right, we've been scattered to the North America, formerly known as Turtle Island, formerly known as Asaroth. We've been scattered here, driven here from our homeland of Israel by the hand of the Lord, man. Read. It's funny, white people think they Israelites. How can you be a Jew in Africa when your skin is pale? You can't stand outside for 30 minutes, man. Ain't no way you from Israel, man. Ain't no way. You scoffers, y'all can scoff, but you can't touch the men of the Lord. Why? Because we connected through this book, man. Keep reading, King.
That's right.
Deuteronomy 30 and 32. Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 2.
Bring it out.
And shall return unto the Lord thy God, and shall obey his voice according to all that I command thee this day.
Right, so we are supposed to gather ourselves together like you see all these mighty young brothers and mighty men of the Lord who could be doing anything tonight on the Lord's Sabbath, but we following his obeying his commandments, and we out here when we could be in there playing $20 slots, $10 slots. But no, we out here obeying the commandments of the Lord and doing it gracefully, man. Graciously. Read, King.
With all thy heart, Salakia, I command thee this day, thou and thy children, with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
Right, so, can you pan the camera so you see us out here with our children? Our children gotta learn these commandments, man. Our children gotta learn these commandments, man. Hey, one more thing, pan towards that right there. Pan towards him right there. All right, everybody get a look at that. That's going to be for a couple verses down. All right, we back, King. All right, keep reading, King.
Verse 3, that then the Lord thy God will turn thy captivity and have compassion upon thee.
Right, the Lord is going to, and when we repent and keep the commandments of the Lord, he's going to turn our captivity. We're coming out of this captivity. Read, King.
And will return and gather thee from all nations.
Right, the Lord's going to gather us from all the nations where he put us in slavery for breaking his commandments. That's a fact. Nobody can refute that we the ones that's in slavery in all the nations. We reading that. It's biblical reference right now, man. Read that part again, man. Get acquainted with that. So you know, Esau, you other nations, this ain't talking about y'all. Because y'all been doing the captain. Y'all been taking everybody. Y'all the captors, man. Read.
Verse 3. That then the Lord thy God will turn thy captivity and have compassion upon thee, and will return and gather thee from all nations.
Right.
Whether the Lord thy God has scattered thee.
Right. So, how is that going to look? We know, even though we the most hated in this country, we know the white man don't want to let us go. That's right. Y'all are Israelites, and we brothers, and it's black and brown power, and we got to get together, because we're going to put all these nations in chains, King. Come over here and get this word, man. Come over here with your brothers, man. Come over here. Hey, King, that ain't going to save us, King. That's not going to save us. This book going to save us. Us together in the Bible is going to save us. Y'all the Israelites, and don't forget that. All right, King. Read.
Verse 4. If any of thine be driven out unto Salakia. If any of thine be driven out unto the outermost parts of heaven, from thence will the Lord thy God gather thee.
Right, so he just magnifying how great the Lord's hand is going to be in that day. He going to gather us from nations and places you never heard or even seen of. And guess what? They had our asses in captivity there too, in slavery, whipping our backs in too. It just ain't go viral on video. And I'm telling y'all, and I'm being frank with my brothers and sisters, right? Y'all scoff and turn y'all face away from your brothers. When the civil war starts, the race war starts, you make sure y'all defend yourselves. Make sure y'all able to defend yourself. Because we do it like the Lord say. The Lord say, gather yourselves together, right? Because we going to be a mighty and great army, man, under the tutelage of H.O.I, man. We missing that though, man. We don't realize that you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Seminole Indians, just because you can look at a pretty girl and go drop a 20 in a slot machine, you're not free. You ain't free. I bet you Monday morning you'll be hauling ass to go serve your oppressor, making sure your ass on time to that job. But don't worry, I got plenty of work for them. All of y'all kids going into slavery and captivity, whips and chains. Those of y'all that make it through the third woe.
That's right.
If y'all make it through the third woe, that's what it's contingent upon, man. So look, growing up, right? These brothers that's out here with me, we had a bad and poor decision-making pool. Wait till y'all get a load of the decision-making pool. The Most High gonna leave y'all, man. You wonder why I speak with vigor like this? Because I know the pain of the curses. And I know it's coming to you, man. That's why I can speak it confidently, definitively, because I know.
Right.
Nobody can tell none of us about this book, man. We study this book diligently, man, even when we afflicted by the Lord, man. This is our salvation. Ain't none of you nations got salvation unless we say you getting it. And right now the Lord ain't dealing with none of y'all, man. Keep reading that, King.
Verse 4. And from
No, that's what white people say. Jesus Christ ain't his name. That's a white boy who y'all trying to look like, man. His name is H.O.I. Mashiach, and y'all need to get out here and get ready for the war, man, and stop being a scoffer. I'm your brother. I'm your brother. How you gonna win the war without me? You can't. That's why we gotta get together, man. Stop being prideful. We love y'all.
Bring it out.
Read.
And from thence will he fetch thee. Verse 5.
Right, the Lord gonna fetch us from everywhere he sent us, man. Every captivity that these nations put us in, and y'all look down upon us, we are the gods of the earth. Get ready to call us gods. Read.
And the Lord thy God will bring thee into the land which thy fathers possessed, and thou shalt possess it.
Right, we are going back to Israel. Are you Israelites? We are going back to possess the land of Israel that our fathers possessed. Right now, the fake Jewish man is being decimated and sent out of our land, man. Read.
And he will do thee good and multiply thee above thy fathers.
Right. So, like in the curses it says, whatever you put your hand to, it's going to be cursed. You're going to have no success with none. The Lord is rescinding that, man. We're going to be prosperous, man. And righteous, man. Read, King.
And the Lord thy God will circumcise thy heart.
Right. He going to take all the so-called fat off of your heart. It's funny, King. What you talking about, man? Who does that? Only gay white men do that, man. What's wrong with you? You an old gray man. You supposed to have wisdom. You over here acting like a twerp. Hey, the Lord gonna deal with you, bro. You making an account in front of the Lord right now, man.
Where is it? Come on, I want it.
Don't worry, you gonna see him. And all your delight. Trust me. Read, King. Read 30 and 7.
This is my name, motherfucker.
And the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thy enemies.
Right, the Lord thy God will put all these curses that the Israelites is under on our enemy, man. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 68, man. Y'all going under the curses, the ones that we under. How I know? Just 5-10 years ago, I didn't know I was an Israelite. The Lord done woke all of us up. Gave us the understanding and the illustration of the Bible to tell you that you're an Israelite, and he coming back to save us. Nobody else, man. All these other nations is done for. They going in chains like we was in chains. They gonna lose their name like we lost our name. They gonna lose their heritage like we lost our heritage, man. Read that again, 30 and 7.
This is the book of Deuteronomy 30, verse 7. And the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thy enemies.
Right, the Lord gonna put all these curses, smoking weed on the Sabbath day out here, multiple baby mothers, not taking care of your kids. The white man gonna be dealing with that. We gonna be upright and righteous in our kingdom of the Lord, man. Read.
And on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
Right, so the Lord is saying, what you say? Oh, you Jesus Christ? But why you got tattoo on your face, man? Hey, bro, go ahead, man. All right, take care of yourself, man. Hey, man, find a short bridge. Hey, find a short bridge and take a long walk, man. Come, read.
And thou shalt return and obey the voice of the Lord, and do all his commandments which I command thee this day.
Right. See that? Right. Soon as the words start coming out to you brothers, here comes Satan. He said he was Jesus Christ in the flesh, man. The blasphemy. All the grade A blasphemy in the world. Ain't no way you Jesus Christ, man. You got a shaved head, you got your body marked up, and you out here stealing on the Sabbath, man. You done took away the Lord's word on the Sabbath, man.
God.
Read, but listen, you brothers is Israelites. We not Mexicans, we not Puerto Rican, we not Latino, we not African American, we not Haitian. We are the same people. And how do we know we're the same people? Deuteronomy chapter 28 describes who the Israelites are by the curses that they would be under. And guess what? You, my brother, and me, we've been under the same curses. We just don't know it. Our oppressor took history away from us. Why do you think, hey, let me tell y'all, the Latin people was darker than me. They got this thing called better in the race. But the Bible calls the white man who they trying to look like the devil. You don't know that because they gave you the understanding. They gave you the sense of the book. And no other nation got prophets besides the Israelites. Muhammad was never a prophet. That's a fact. Muhammad got everything he knows from the Israelites. How could a illiterate camel jockey write down the greatest laws in the world? Emphatically impossible, man.
He did. His wife did.
See, there you go. It wasn't even him. It wasn't even him. So there's 100 hot deeps on who might have did what. We don't care about that, man. Keep reading that, King.
Verse 9. Deuteronomy 30 and verse 9.
Work it out.
And the Lord thy God will make thee plenteous in every work of thy hand.
Right, so the Lord is going to make us plenteous in every work that we do. Right now, who work harder? Who get the bottom? Who get us? But the Lord said in the day of wrath, we going to get everything and they going to get the crumbs. We going to subject them to work on our farms for free for thousands of years. All you nations, you got all fake names. The Lord created 18 nations. Now, if you calling yourself European, there's no way you could be a European. Because the Israelites ruled Europe. Y'all didn't rule nothing. Y'all came out of caves and stole. Y'all never ruled nothing. Y'all took our book and took our history, start calling yourselves Jewish. What is Jewish? What does that mean? Jew is to be from the tribe of Judah. How you gonna halfway-ish, kind-of-ish be from the tribe of Judah? Big black man, laying and enforcing the law. King David was a Jew. The nations looked at him with fear and trembling. He wasn't no soft, dainty mom at bar mitzvahs. No. Big, strong, bold man with fringes on, taking all you nations into captivity, man.
Right.
It's coming back. You, your children, your children's children, and their children gonna build up our walls in our kingdom, man. That's what the scriptures say, man. Get ready. All you nations, you better get ready. The Lord is coming back to serve you the proper justice you deserve. And my sisters, we love y'all. Hey, I get it, times is hard, we looking for a way, but the way is right here. Ain't no nigga in the street that could buy you a couple of drinks can give you this living water right here.
That's right.
This where you need to learn that to understand why your ass is outside walking looking for a man almost at midnight on Friday. This where you're supposed to be at. The Lord sent us out here to correct our people before Yahweh returns. Because when he come back, if you don't have no oil in your lamp, meaning you don't know how to keep the high holy days, you're going to be sticking out like a sore thumb, man. And in that day, you're going to get destroyed, man. I'm not kidding, man. Give me Deuteronomy 13. You're going to get destroyed. If you practicing any customs that our ancestors, our forefathers didn't practice or teach, like God loves everybody. No, God only loved the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Seminole Indians, man. God don't love nobody else. We are his firstborn, heirs to his throne. We are his children, and all these nations took us into captivity, man. And now we're in captivity, and we love our oppressor. Hey, bro, give me 7 and 3, Deuteronomy 7. You got it? Bring that out, man. We ain't supposed to mix with these other nations, man. Better in the race is a sin. Your race is no race is better. You got Deuteronomy 7 and 6? Give me 7 and 3. Listen, we are better than every race on the earth. The Lord said it, ordained it, created us that way. Read, King.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself,
below,
equal to, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Right. So let's clear something up. Does any of y'all know what holy mean? Like really, biblically what it means. Not what the white man taught us. Biblically what holy means. It means separate, to separate, set apart from everything else. We are a holy people to the Lord. He separated us from everybody. Why we want to live with him? The Lord separated us. We better than all the nations. He left us this book because we're supposed to rule a nation with the laws, statutes, and commandments in this book, which you're going to see happen whether you join us or not. But I'm just telling you, this is your rightful place as heirs of the kingdom of heaven. As members of... What's up? Everything good?
Yeah, we just wanted to get an idea as to, you'll move around, right? You migrate to different areas and whatnot?
Yeah.
Hey, that's fine. I'm Lieutenant Mullins. I oversee the ES unit over here.
Okay.
Fort Fremont Street all the way down here.
Okay.
It all sounds peaceful and whatnot. We just got a report from, they just called in, just all the protesters.
Oh, yeah.
We ain't protesting none of that. Listen, let me tell y'all what happens right now, right? We are the Israelites, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Seminole Indians. We are not Hispanic, which means property of Spain. We are not Latino, which means property of Rome. This is what these terms mean. Our oppressors told us something different. We are not these people. We are the Israelites of the Bible. Now, I know we all got taskmasters, like the Bible said we would have, and jobs to do, right? But just always remember, we come out here in righteousness and peace, and we only come in to wake our people up because we got next. You gonna be the police captain. You ain't gonna be walking around. They gonna be cleaning the bathrooms. And that's just it. That's what the Lord said. And I don't care what nobody else say, because our people went into captivity because we broke the Lord's commandments.
Kadash. Yeah. All right, nice to meet you, Jim.
Be peaceful with our brothers. Oh, to be peaceful because y'all are our brothers. The kingdom is ours.
Yeah, we filming. Yeah, for safety reasons.
For safety reasons.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let them know what y'all are doing. The protest function, that y'all do migrate. You stay downtown, right?
Oh, we be on the strip sometimes. Yeah.
We feed the homeless, we teach, we edify, that's all we do. It's the end time. Israel's being destroyed right now because we the Israelites and the Lord is about to take us back home. And all these nations is going to build our kingdom. Right, we know the law. We know the law. Thank you. All right. All right, brothers. Take care. See that? See that? That's the mighty hand of the Lord. The curses is leaving our people. At one time, you would have seen them beating us up, putting boots and bats on our necks. Those are brothers. They're agreeable with us. All praise to the Most High Yahweh, man. Bahashem Mashiach Yahweh Shah. And with that, I'm going to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah. And get ready for the next mighty powerful speaker. Call me Asherah.
Call me Asherah.
Come.